Welcome to Poppy's Poetry Corner. We finally made it to the time where rhythm and blues meets poetry and rhyme. Yep, we on the corner where it's safe to fire up your marijuana. But this room about to get hot as the summer, so you might need something chill like a glass of wine. Water does me just fine. Whatever relaxes your mind and help you recline after what might have been a hump day at work. Put yourself first. Where here nothing has to be rehearsed. Let me put it in reverse. The corner we back to is brought to you by Faith and Hustle. So it's some big hitters in this room, and it's okay to flex your muscle. Because we locked and loaded and heavily potent. Nothing corroded about our brain waves. Going back in the days where you could simply walk to the corner to find your muse. Or peep out the latest groove. We about to let the energy fill the room so it might get a little wet. Or fill you up till you get so high. Because around here, we get praise when your stuff is fire. So let us begin. Welcome to the corner, my friends.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find a love within. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Not knowing what will come of this, yet I felt compelled to surrender. So I stopped fighting these urges, and I gave in. I gave in to my heart's desires. You. I mean, every part of you, from your temple down to the soles of your feet. There will be no more depriving me, for I am gravitating to what makes me feel, and you make me feel. You make me feel so good. In your presence, I feel a rush of emotions all at once. My heart forgets how to beat. I instantly get rosy cheeks. I'm talking about weak at the knees. My soul leaves my body and I feel I feel free. With you, I feel safe to be me. Together, when we're vibing, you complete my inner thoughts before I can even utter a word. Time after time, you've shown me that the bond we have is genuine. So I've chosen to give you my whole heart, not just bits and pieces. For you, my king, are worth it. It's the way you take charge, as any man should for me. It's the way you make your presence known for me. It's the way you keep me on my P's and Q's for me. It's those puppy dog eyes for me. Your warm embrace for me. These feelings are just a taste of what the future holds for us. For our love for each other is plenty. That's that piece.
If words could fly, I would send them to whisper in your ears. They would tell you all of my secrets and would beg you to come near. The wind would take them as far can go. Wherever you may be is never too far from me. If words could swim, I would send them to the deepest parts of your mind. They would find the great memories of you and I, and as a cassette player, constantly rewind. The waters would allow them to flow effortlessly to the place you may be that is never too far from me. If words could paint, I would add them, I would ask him to create the grandest masterpiece your eyes have ever seen. They would draw your attention with every stroke of the paintbrush and reveal your heart's truest dreams. The canvas would hold their inspiring work of art, and share it with you wherever you may be, no matter how far from me. If words could run, I would send them full speed ahead so that they may find you and tell you of my longings. They would reach you early and let you know that my heart is made for your heart only. The road would guide them on the path that's never been tread as I walk behind them to see if you would turn around wherever you may be and wait for me in peace.
I've been writing these poems. I've been writing these poems like my arms are bombs over badasses. Ink spill like blood on hands, making pens bud spilling on pages, snatching souls in the process. So be careful with yours. I've been writing these poems letting you know that black is beautiful and can't a motherfucker stop your shine. So shine in ways that make you stand out from the rest. It's only one you, and guess what? You are enough. I've been spitting these poems to get to your subconscious so you can be conscious of my environment, giving you geeked on energy because my energy was born to do more than survive. My story will be told. I've been writing these poems to let you know that my pen cries when my eyes paint, spilling emotions on pages from rage to grief, creating babies that's always a part of me, but after a while it must come out. And this is my way. Aren't they beautiful? I've been writing these poems to let you know that I've been writing these poems to let you know that silent and listen are the same rearranged, but through the silence you can hear the most. So hush. I do especially when I'm putting paper to pen, creating this fire to light match on the ass. Guess what, y'all? I've been writing. And that's my piece.
I see you sitting there, arms crossed like you're mad at the world, acting as if you don't care, but that's not you at all, baby girl. You see, sometimes we grow up in not so happy places, and even though it sucks, we have to look at the same bitter faces as they walk by us like nothing bad ever happened. And that's despite the fact that they're the reason we feel trapped in this endless cycle of wanting more, yet it's never enough until we learn to pour out all the bitterness of stuff that has been piled onto us ever since we were kids, the big weight on our backs, the one that feels like a lid on a dumpster fire waiting to let off a toxic blast caught our past. Trust me, I get it. I used to be you. You don't have to forget it, but you deserve healing too. There is a healthy love out there just waiting to be had. I know you want race fair, but we can let go of the sad. We can release the trauma and pain that has been holding us back, that has toxified our brain and almost left us in the lack of a love so healing. We mourn our old ways. Though I know you've been feeling like I've left you in the dark days, baby, I've been praying for us, praying we find peace, praying because this man puts our mind back at ease. I know that you're terrified of him possibly leaving. That alone solidifies the fact that you've been grieving, baby. He's not them. So please don't try to compare a man who hasn't sinned against you because it's not fair. Treating him as an abuser will only hurt you both in the end. He's not your misuser, and he's more than just a friend. So don't pretend like this man hasn't been here from the start. This is the end of us trying to guard our whole heart because, baby, we deserve love that is catered to us. But that's only if we allow love to be a thing we can trust. Peace.
Eternal beings, being the essence of all we are. Ancestors shouldn't feel far, for it is the ancestors that you are. Time is not linear. We pray to ourselves often without worth, inner knowledge all out of sorts. You retort, but gods do not squabble over anything. The infinite within covers everything. Masculine and feminine reside within. Confusion about the other. Look in the mirror then. Who do you see when you gaze? How deep are you digging in? The rabbit hole of your ways, the rhythm of your days, dancing, bouncing as you rise, pressing, stressing, waking with dead eyes. We get to choose. It is our choice. Speak your truth with clarity in your voice. Vibrate true with the essence of you. Love set with this abundance of wealth. We create everything we see. revealed to us quantumly. We give attention to what we believe. What we believe we come to be. Nothing to do with out there. Not a person to blame here. We knew.
I've been waiting so long to say what I needed to say and be who I needed to be. I've had a trouble with me for so long that I didn't even know what my image would look like until I realized my image was spelling out strong. Spelling out that you were able to keep yourself together in individual purposes and you knew exactly what you were meant to do, but you knew what not to do so much more than you knew what to do. That became a memory of mine that I had since a little child in time. I didn't know that I would be running out of time more than I knew that I had time. Time for what, you might ask? Time to grow up never even came across my mind to be passed by. I thought I was doing this the way I was taught how to, in time and line, and I just didn't think I had much of either. I was having the opportunity to do more than just breathe and live the life I wanted to, but I had more than I expected to, and this was what I had against my youth. I grew up fast, not because I was, but because I knew that I had to be, because my mind grew in possibilities, possibly becoming the one that I knew I didn't have to do, but I just thought I was becoming a new you. A new you. That's what I was looking in the mirror, telling the new she that she was looking back at me and said, we could do this too. What exactly did I was meant to be? I don't know. And that's why me and you had always had a difficulty looking at each other in the same images that we came from, the same thing that we were brought from. I didn't know what I was doing till I learned that it all became a part of my dream. To write down all the images that made me beautiful, unique, intelligent as she. I just had to realize I had to sit down and rethink. My dream was new and it was meant to come to reality too. Boom.
Is it my hips, the way they dip, the hypnotic way I sashay, the jiggle in the back? Is it my lips, soft, sweet, and wet? The creases, the way they part, the full, the fleshful delight, filled with passion, made to grip, open up, and it's your warm abyss. Get lost in this type of kiss. Is it my black girl magic, my mystic mojo that's got you hoeing like this? Is it my femininity that's got you craving to taste what's hidden in my panties? I am that desire residing deep within. I am passions. I am your repressed fantasies made real. Yes, I am dinner, dessert, sustaining, soul-stirring nourishment. I could also be your rock. For many, I am known as a muse. Your joy, your pain. You are my sun, and your divine masculinity, well, that's what makes me reign. So however you perceive me, I am your canvas. So with the freakiest of intention, pursue your purpose. revel in your relief. Partake of your prize, be blessed by my life-giving, soul-stirring, nation-breeding, prophetic, life-changing sunset between the thick of my motherfucking thighs. That's poem.
Ooh, that's my type of speed round, man. I love when they come through the corner and fire everybody ass up. Foul, foul, foul. It's a drive-by, bitch. Yeah, boy. New week, new alignment. This week, P.P.C presents Elevated InnerG. The vibe is high, the words are heavy, and the growth, get that inedible. It's gonna happen. As always, this show is brought to you by the best coastal sunflower body scrubs. Add.com to get you some. All natural, all glow, all clean. Your body been praying for. So go ahead and get you some. This week, Rewind. It's brought to you by Lyrical Miracle, the poet with purpose, rhyme, and rawness. And the spotlight, where the light was just glooming on that beautiful Madam J. Quee, a spoken word alchemist whose truth hits the frequency of her own beat. Voted by the best group on Facebook. Y'all know what's up. P.P.C. So if you're not in, get there. Get you some of that good poetry going on in there. Man, if you're new to the corner, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and what? Share this guy out. Tell a friend and tell a friend we rocking on the corner tonight. But if you've been rocking with us every week, you are the vibe and you know the vibe. Let's go. This is Poppy's Poetry Corner, where we speak and we shift shit. So let's get this thing. Shim, I got you, Shim. Hold up. They Oh yeah, y'all know we up like the sun. Season 3. What you thought? You thought we wasn't coming with great poets and books? No. Hold up. They got it all. Let's go.
He knows so shameless hosting.
Be on the corner too.
So you know that shit is tight. That corner's a bad.
Ooh, them is some bad mother suckers. Did y'all see all that stuff they had up there? There was plenty of merch and stuff. Make sure y'all tap in. I know I might tap in with them butter, baby. You know what's up. But let's get this show on the road, man. Coming to the corner with nearly 20 years of poetic presence. Welcome, Divine Tinkerbell. Her pen moves through memory, identity, and sacred in every moment, man. You've seen Divine works featured on 15-minute Fridays, Levon Banks' House of Poetry, Circle of Poetry with J-Bug. She's an editor, a mentor, an advocate. She's just a truth speaker. Divine gives us poetry that quiets the noise and calls us back to ourselves. But tonight, the call is to the corner. Tonight, Divine Tinkerbell, get ready to flap your ass, because we about to make it litty on the city. Let's go. Hey,
I
what
love
you
your
doing?
energy.
How you feeling?
A lot better.
See, that's what I'm talking. That's what I like to hear right there. You know what I mean? Shake it off. We ain't here to have fun, and that's what we're gonna do tonight. So I got a couple questions for you. You know what I mean? Just to start it off. Your poetry invites stillness in a fast world. How do you stay grounded in your own creative rhythm?
I go outside and I touch grass.
Damn right. Get grounded. That's the best answer in the world. I touch grass. Never mind. Next question.
We're not gonna talk about that here.
Right. Yes, we will. Sometimes we need that just to calm down. Don't you see how hype I be? They be like, go smoke. I be like, say less.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
That part right there. So you mentor and edited for others, but what's a poem of yours that still mentors you?
Oof. One of my newer pieces is called "So This Is Love."
All right. So how are we talking?
You'll just have to find out.
Oh, that means we getting it tonight, y'all. You see how I had to ask that third question to lead to the. We gonna get some new shit tonight. I don't know if we finna get it right now, but what are you giving us right now, Queen?
I'm gonna give y'all my passion for you won't be the death of me.
Ooh, I done been in, never mind. I don't even want to talk about it. How much I let it die.
All right. Hey, yo, you get on my goddamn nerves. Who do you think you are showing up here after all this time, huh? What do you think you'll get out of me? I'm not waiting on you anymore. I'm done. You know, I damn near gave up on you. You had me feeling like I was the lowest of the low and the highest of the high, but it always circled back, huh? You got some nerve showing your face around here. What do you want from me? Why are you chasing me when all I did was want you, but you didn't want me? You damn near became the death of me. I fought so damn hard for you, I would make my knuckles bleed. All you ever did was show me that if I loved too hard, they would always leave. And now here you are again showing up at my doorstep. Got me thinking about the love that I ain't touched yet. I hate you sometimes. I hate that I couldn't love you enough for you to stay. No, I hate that I loved you too much that they wouldn't stay because they couldn't love me like I love them. Yet now all they want is for us to remain friends for what? Because we shared you once before? Because they think if we're still friends, we'll share you once more? Nah, I don't want that. I want the real you, the one with all souls connecting energies to feel you. Feel in all the best ways without all the hurt. No matter what the lust says, it's loving that's worse. You see, love will get you killed if you're looking for trouble. It becomes a minefield if you're not on the double, working overtime for a piece of something you may have never had. And I know that it's sublime, so tell me, how could I be so sad? I know you're there waiting for me, just to open the door. If I let my feelings be, I'd melt straight to the floor because you're truly the one thing that I've always wanted. Yet I chose the wrong being, so my spirit is haunted. Haunted by memories I tried to drown out with this thing called Hennessy, but your calling was loud. So fuck it. Maybe I'll try just once more. But can you not be so shady when I open this door? Peace.
Boy, I feel you on that shit. That gave me chills. Ooh, wait. Hey. Yo, we all done been in them situations like that, but tell you what, boy, you gotta open another door, close the door, so you can open another one, man. Run. Y'all already know I'm gonna keep this show rolling, man. She don't just write, she creates. Please welcome an amazing poet, singer, actress, and motivational voice of the people. Her work is rooted in love, humanity, and divine expression. And if you've read her books, From Universal Words of Color to Take With You, A Piece of My Soul, you already know her pen is powerful. You can grab all those books on Amazon and check out her single right now, 52 Days, and spoken word pieces, Let There Be You, on all platforms. But tonight she rocking on the corner, baby. I love to say when they coming to the corner, and it's her first time on this thing. So I'm extra excited for everybody on this thing tonight. But tonight we talking about right now, we talking about it's the one and only. So Queen.
Hey.
How you feeling? How you feeling?
What's up?
And that smile, beautiful. How you feeling over there?
I'm feeling good. Thank you for having me. I love that
Hey, man.
introduction. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. You heard what I'm saying? Thank you for taking the opportunity to come kick it with us tonight. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be right here. So big gratitude, for real, for real. Let's get to a couple questions. You've created books, music, and motivation. How do you stay tapped into all these lanes without losing your voice?
I tap in through connecting with God, the universe, and nature. And I love just sensing what other people are dealing with. And so I get refueled by other people's life experiences as well as my own.
Whew, that's what I'm talking about. The new book is I don't want to get it wrong, Becoming the Epiphany.
Yes, I'm becoming the Epiphany.
Yeah. So what clarity came to you during the writing of that project? And what do you want people to walk away from that project knowing about you?
Well, I have this slogan called Dare to Be Great. And with talking about the epiphany, it's like you can become the greatest version of yourself. And everything that you kind of had an inkling of, you can realize your wildest dreams and your highest aspirations. So I want people to take the story. It's me telling you how I found clarity on my path when people look for their purpose in life and you don't know which way to go. I'm just kind of sharing my journey on how I found clarity of my purpose. So it's hopefully inspiration to others.
I'm sure it will be. I mean, when you was talking, all I was thinking about was a rare epiphany. Hey, girl. I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah. So I'm pretty sure it will.
Yeah.
But nah. So what's the first piece you getting into tonight?
This is an old piece from one of my books titled Our Nation United.
Our nation united, and we need some of that in our life right now. Anybody else dealing with the pink? I told y'all I'm getting out of here. What up, T? Let's go.
It's not that aggression is what we run to. The thought never occurred to me to be cruel. I was taught that when you want different, to follow suit, that retaliation was the exception to the rules. We take 2 steps into the direction of peace. Then here comes a tsunami of hatred to wash them away. We're told in business to be men and meek. Then our Black Wall Street goes up in flames. We're fed pesticides, fluoride, and our pineal glands are calcified. Where is the little love that was put into your hearts for us? Have we grown too comfortable in our will to survive that we must be reminded that our natural isn't good enough? It is our mother's milk that was as the Holy Grail. Now we're given fructose, GMOs, and plenty of cheese. As if the whips and chains weren't enough, you had to drive the nails. We can't forget the rapings and killings and our begging pleas. What was done back then was raw and uncut. Now we should love everyone and to the laws comply. Affirmative action, desegregation, and the ghettos corrupt. Being given a white savior, dress codes, and a book of lies. We're tired and sick and tired of all the games. We're ready to squash this beef once and for all. We can call it a draw. We take what is ours, and you go back where you came. Or you can step aside and recognize that we won't stop fighting until we can all stand tall. And that's that piece.
Man, I hope your ass ain't broke, cause that shit, that was a stack. Okay, well, maybe it was 100. Okay, well, you kept it a buck, man. But then she know, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, y'all know we about to keep this thing right on going. Man, this next poet takes you places mentally, spiritually, and poetically. Welcome Imini, a multi-dimensional artist whose wordplay runs deep and dangerous. He blends mystery and mastery. Sensuality, y'all know, hold on. Sensuality with symbolism and always leaves the room leaning in with a vibe that guides you to the unknown. So buckle up. But guess what? Y'all know where y'all going tonight. It's the corner, baby. So y'all welcome Imini.
Hey. Greetings, young gods.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm used to hearing on the beginning of the post. If y'all don't know, he be all over the tiki-taki, running the motivational streets right next to me, giving y'all that uplift that you might need for the day. And I love it. I go in there every time I need to tap in. I love it. He be like, greetings, young God. I be like, what's the message for the day then, God? Come on with it. So you know I got a couple questions for you, sir. Okay. Let's get to it. Your energy is layered, lyrical, intimate, and expansive. What do you hope people feel when they hear your work?
I want them to hear themselves. I want them to hear the parts of them that they've yet to explore, the interstellar space, the interdimensional space, the multidimensional space that they've yet to actually encounter.
Ooh, I love that answer. How has your personal journey sharpened your poetic voice to what it is now?
I'm really big on introspection. So I spend a lot of time on my own by myself, really examining the parts of me that I've yet to explore, really getting to know myself, trying to grow and evolve, become more. And as I continue to grow, as I continue to evolve, my art evolves with me.
Ooh, you better say a mouthful. All the big friends know what's up. Elevate. So, what's the first piece you giving us tonight?
Well, tonight I got for you 10 Toes.
Oh, and I stay 10 toes down. Even when I'm grounding, when I'm not, I might be stomping on concrete, baby, and I'm still 10 toes down. So I'm finna love this. Let's go.
Let's go. Boundaries. We talking about boundaries? Never has something been so important as having boundaries. Now, naturally, I'm expressing me. Not a care, not a fuck. No such thing as down on my luck. Just remember myself, my inner wealth. I chose this path. I put together the math. I made it all rock. It's nothing but a tick on the clock. In the moment, time moves different. Days fly by while moments become sentient. Being present becomes the gift that keeps on giving when you hold boundaries. Selfish, rightfully so. Putting self first. Fill my cup, then quench their thirst. No greed, but we should always know what we need, then provide it for ourselves. Hype ourselves first. Build ourselves first. All that goodness goes to self first. Overstanding the understanding at experience. Loving the everything of anything involving me. Am I good? Am I straight? Man, I need more time with me, so I'm gonna be late. Nah, I'm just staying in. In fact, I'm diving within because I deserve it. Yeah, I come first. My boundaries have brought me the peace, the build. There's no fighting for it. It's what I know. And so it.
Now that right there was written with love, y'all. Let's go. Hey, twin, I see you in the house tonight, man. Did he sound like a Gemini? He's a real Gemini stuff. We be all about us. Big facts. Now, I love that piece for real, though. Let's get into the next artist coming to the stage, man. Since the age of 9, she's been pouring her heart out in verse. Y'all show some love for the poetry queen. Her journey began with Mother's Day poem and blossomed into a legacy of honesty, heartfelt, real talk poetry. Her book is filled with wisdom and encouragement, reflections from life lived with soul and strength. So y'all already know I just said who it is. It's the one, the only poetry queen. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey.
Hi.
Hi. Most of the time I am. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. Welcome to the corner, man. I have to welcome everybody to the corner tonight, man. I'm loving the vibe. So I got a couple questions for you. What message from your book? First of all, where can the people find the book?
Well, they can find, well, I'm actually reworking on it. I released it a long time ago and I took it off just to get it refreshed and whatnot. So it'll be back out though.
Hey, no problem. Sometimes we got to go back and reboot. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the fact that you doing that and you ain't trying to come out with something new. She said, no, this right here is it. I just need to revamp a couple of things, put it back out there to the people and push it. You know what I mean? That's some good dope right there. When you can repackage it, resell it, push it back out, that's some good dope. So what message from your book still resonates with you today as much as it did when you first wrote it?
Just reflecting back on my childhood and the person I've become now, and what, as we know, some people might ask us if we could tell that little girl or little boy something from the age we are now to what age we were then, what would we tell them? So basically, that's where my book was drawn from. I took, as I said in my bio, that I started writing poetry at 9. So if I could tell that 9-year-old little girl the knowledge that I have now, what would I tell that little girl to do as a person that she will become? If I could tell her that you're able to build your own self with your own words, to not be afraid to speak up, that people may not always like or even love what you write or what you say, but the best survival kit is to speak up.
Oh, talk about it. With that being said, like what advice, other than speaking up and healing yourself, what advice would you give to a new artist who's still trying to answer that child that we're talking about on the inside?
The best advice I would give any new person learning how to expose themselves, um, I would tell them to just build yourself, to really not be afraid to start at that ground zero point,
That
to know
part.
that you don't have to be afraid of anything. You're really just you're drawing your own picture, to not so much with what you want the world to see, because they're not going to know what they are meant to see until you're able to say, this is what I'm okay, this is what I'm comfortable with. I think a lot of times when we draw ourselves for the public, we're more mindset straight on, what do I want the public to see? First ask yourself, what do I want to see? What am I not afraid to look
Woo!
back at?
Come on.
Before we leave the house, we always look at our mirrors and go, okay, this looks nice. I always say that now to even people my own age. I say, you're more concerned about what the public wants to see, but we have mirrors for us to see first, not for the public. So make sure that you look the way you feel the most comfortable, because that's who you have to bring back in, and that's who you take out.
That part, because you got to leave with your damn self. If you don't leave with nobody else, you got to carry yourself out the door. I love the way you put that, man. What's the first piece that you're getting into tonight?
The first piece I'm going to get into, I dedicate to actually what I grew up learning as a child from my dad. So I call this one Not Being Afraid of the Dark.
Woo! And people be afraid of the dog as a dope, so I love it. Y'all, do me a favor while this artist is going. Everybody's new in here tonight. Put them damn purple hearts in the chart. If it's the first time that you seeing these artists on P.P.C, everybody should be dropping some purple hearts. Let's go.
Dear little girl, you've been afraid of looking at yourself for so long, it's been like afraid of the dark. Daddy always told me that I shouldn't be afraid of the dark, but I asked him, Daddy, what exactly do you mean? He said, well, baby girl, you really shouldn't be afraid of me. And I'm not saying me as your father, but I'm saying you as the image that I have created, or at least I knew how to. I knew how to draw the lines that he made me of, but I wasn't sure if I was to be made from love or to love. I just thought I was bought from above to be given him the opportunity to say, I did this. You did what? You just drew, or you just knew? You knew how much you loved you, but you didn't exactly knew what love could do. You thought I had this under control. I could go outside and build myself. I could go outside and be all, but I knew not myself. So I drew a few steps back. And I told myself, you're not supposed to be afraid of the dark. No, I'm not supposed to be afraid of being black. Let me say it again. I'm not supposed to be afraid of the dark. No, I'm not supposed to be afraid of being black. That's exactly the point that I've been making to you, Daddy. I'm not supposed to afraid. I'm not supposed to be afraid. I'm not supposed to be ashamed. Ashamed to look at my own image that comes from another image that draws to me and says to me, this is your possibility. You knew what you were supposed to do, and that's be you. You knew what you were not supposed to do, and that was do the opposite of what I taught you, and that was supposed to be just you. But Daddy, I'm afraid of you too. Afraid of me? How could that be? I taught you all the new steps you were meant to be, but it's not me that you really are afraid of. It's the sound that you hear on the outside of your image, that you think everyone on the outside of your image is telling you what not to be. And I keep repeating it to you, just be free. That's for the public, at least they think they see. I go home sometimes and I tell myself this cannot be the possibility, that I'm afraid of really not you, not she, not he, but me. I look at myself in the mirror and I tell that little girl that grew up with high heels and pumps on, telling you you could do this. Just pump your image up, little girl. And I'm not talking about the height that you want to stand on. I'm telling you that you can be that strong. It doesn't take you wearing high heels to know that you can climb those highest mountains and be exactly what you needed to be. And that is the queen that I showed you in the mirror before you left to everything that came to impossibility. I told the little girl I was making up words just to make her hear me. To me, this was all that I had to dream about. I took myself back and I said, you can do this. Again, I said, you can do this. And then I told myself, again, it seems like I'm talking to myself, but I'm really not. I'm not supposed to be. I'm supposed to be me. I drew all these things in my mind and I told the world I could do this time. Flip a dime. Tell yourself you can do this more than you can even say not to. I told that little girl that looked across from me, you can do this too. She turned and looked at me and said, what do you mean? I'm not you and you're not me. So how can we all make this a part of our story? We say her story instead of his because we are what we're making. I'm telling you, little girl, you could do this within the making. That little girl took a deep breath and stared back at me. She stood there as strong as she could possibly be and say, I'm not as tall as you. I said, but it's a dream that can make you just as strong as you want to be. She said to that little girl that came upon her, this thing we have as a dream can all become a possibility of reality. So just be me. Boom.
Boy, it take the darkness to bring out the stars. So thank you for blacking out. Yeah, that was hard. So wasn't it though? I didn't know that piece was going there, yo. I was over here like, anyway, okay, I be fanned out sometimes. Y'all know what's up. Hey, man, what's up, J Love? I see you in the comments, Queen. Elron, what's up, LaRon? I see y'all, man. Long time no see. But you know, the corner gonna notice when y'all come back around, and I'm loving it. Man, coming through with bold truth, holistic healing, and poetry that hit every chakra. Give it up for Red Dragon, the poet. She's a self-published author, spoken word powerhouse, and the owner of the Holistic Trap Wellness LLC. You might know her from the She Shed. I'm sure I said that right. Angry Black Woman podcast. Or maybe you just feel her vibe in every word she speaks. Man, she's sensitive, sexually charged, the kind of mix that's like medicine for your bottles, baby, because she got them bottles, baby. So make sure y'all tap in. It's the one, the only Red Dragon. Uh-oh, where you at? Is it me? Oh, there she go. There she go. What it do?
Hey, hey.
Hey. So you already know I got a couple questions for you. Between your poetry, wellness, business, and podcast work, what do you feel the most at home creatively?
Making my oils and actually traveling because I love like just being out and soaking up inspiration. When I'm in that space, that's where my creativity comes from.
Hey, where can the people find your work, your book? How do they order the butters and stuff? I keep talking about these butters because y'all know I be on it, right? But she make other stuff. She has
I do.
ton of
I
things.
do.
Tell people about all the stuff you make. Tell them where
I
to find it.
make body oils. I make body butters. I make custom wellness teas. I make all kinds of different holistic blends of herbs that you can also smoke as an alternative to smoking THC. There's just really
I'm sorry.
yes, sir. I'm just really up into their holistic lifestyle. So you can find me on Facebook or on Instagram, Holistic Trap Wellness.
Hey man, make sure y'all tap in. I know I'm gonna be trading some merch with her because she sounds too close to what we got going on over here with Coastal Sunflower. So you know we got to tap in and swap off. Nah, it don't be no competition over here. We barter, we support each other, and we rub all that good stuff all over our bodies and put it in our system the right way. You heard me? So how does your work with Holistic Trap Wellness connect in the healing power in your poetry?
It's really been, since everything is a part of a journey, it's been a learning experience. So my experience is learning different things on how to heal myself, just kind of help my poetry take a turn and be more self-reflective, and instead of a focus on negative energy, became more so of a source of empowerment, but also being relatable because, you know, you associate the healing journey with being love and light and all zen. And I'm just not about any of that. I'm so opposite. So I just like to keep a realness in my in my work. And I think that my holistic journey is just a reflection of me being able to inspire people without scaring them off.
I love that. Inspire without scaring you off. So what's the first piece that you're getting into tonight for us?
Well, I got this piece called Shadow Work. I think it's just everybody's on their reflective journey, and I just wanted to share mine because I'm an open book.
Hey, let's go. I love that. Shadow work is about to come up. I just seen a big light come in here that be beaming so big. Kim Sue, what's up? Let me get out of here so we can get into some shadow work.
My journey is deep. Soul searching for answers to make me whole. So much time passed before I become into knowing. I'm inspired by the hardships that have embedded patterned behavior, and it was all designed for my demise. So many vices, so many avenues of escape. Have I lost my mind? Devoid of hope? I take a plunge into self-destructive behavior, only searching, yet I'm not listening till enough is enough. And what works in the shadows, yeah, it must be healed. Lately, divine truths have to be revealed. That hard work, those are hard pills that need to be swallowed, such as the bitter cum of reality, that is. Yeah, it's always been said, it's our wounds, but the work done to make whole the void within, that's that shadow work. Searching deep, breaking through, spiritual elevation. And there's levels to that. Soul cultivation, transmutation of the mind, body, and spirit. And that shit is hard work to do. It's not all love and light. It's not all roses. It's hard work, but if you are determined to change and elevate, well, there are some truths that you have to face. Yeah, shadow work. Because a lot of us just can't look at ourselves and be honest. We lie to ourselves daily. So this is a way to resolve, a chance to renew. Because the divine assignment all this time was not to help others, but it was meant to rearrange you. Yeah, that inner reflection sometimes be deep as fuck, taking you on levels that, well, not many can understand because your truth is different than that next path. So it'll take you places and elevations, and, well, that's that shadow work. So when you do it, you'll understand that divine assignment was meant to rearrange you, elevate you. That's that piece.
Boy, no cap. Like if I took this cap off, you'll still be locked and loaded like me. Let's go. Woo! Y'all know I love it. Let's get into a commercial break, baby, because everybody know what's up when you on the corner. Oh yeah, we got the natural way to scrub and make your body feel good. Yo, and we got the men's line. You know I be tapping in. Teas for your body and for your soul. Ooh, we in there. And ladies, we got the flavors you savor. Let's go. All natural, everything. Tap, tap, tap in. Hey, don't say you can't get your holistic on. I just showed you a commercial. Red Dragon just came up talking about her products. Make sure y'all tap in with somebody, man. Make that skin glow. Get what you, man, look, it's the biggest organ on our body. Y'all better start taking care of it. Believe that. Divine, you ready? Let's get it. Let's go. Yep. She was still looking down. I caught her. Caught on the hey.
Hi.
So look though, what's the second piece you giving us tonight?
So this is love.
So y'all already know this was the piece I was waiting on. So let's get to it. New shit on P.P.C. Let's go.
I used to think that shutting down was the best option for me, almost as if somehow that was the key to me being free. Then one day there came a man who told me I shouldn't fear. Him wanting to hold my hand as he shook his head and he came near. He placed my hand on his heart and told me it was mine. Before I knew it, I fell apart and had even started crying. He spoke to my inner child and reminded her she was safe. As she lifted her head to smile, he wiped the tears off her face, gave her a kiss on the forehead, and told her she'd be all right, that he would tuck her into bed and even hold her through the night. He told her, I said, I got you. And I meant it with my soul. I won't let anyone ever harm you, even when we're graying old. As I melted to the floor, this man swept me off my feet, told me that I meant more than his own heart skipping a beat. As my inner child wept, the adult version of me healed, thanks to a man who has kept reminding me that real love is real. Now I'm crying into the chest of a man who mended my heart because he loved me the best and I couldn't see it from the start. I let my childhood trauma almost cost me a peaceful life, all because my dad and mama were never meant to be husband and wife. I didn't know that loving someone could be so easy yet still so hard. So now I'm looking at the work I've done like, damn, I was really scarred. I'm thankful for my village and the peace they have helped me find because now I have a better image as to why I was meant to be divine. I was meant to find my softness and spread love like a disease. I just have to remember to be cautious and treat others' hearts with ease. Not every person is worthy of being in my space or having my time. Some were out to hurt me and costed me more than a dime. So as I walk into this journey of telling others how I truly feel, I hope you heed my warning when I say that it hurts to heal. The pain can still bring beauty. You just have to soak it in. Then release the negative energy that you gain from all your kin. Peace.
What you looking in the mirror and saw me or something? Cause that piece was beautiful, miss. I meant beautiful, man. Yeah, that was a beautiful piece, like the queen I just caught in the comments. You know, she be running them TT streets real heavy, like Lady Shine, what it do, baby? Y'all know we gonna keep this thing right on rolling. Go ahead and bring our next guest back up here. It's the one and only Soleil.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm
Yeah.
loving this.
I'm loving the vibe tonight. Like I said, man, it's just new poets, and I haven't heard y'all, but I am so impressed tonight. So it's just been an absolutely vibe in here with y'all tonight. So with that being said, what's the second piece you're giving us?
Resuscitation.
Ooh wee! Let me get out of here because y'all know how I talk my.
With eyes to eyes, mouth to mouth, heart to heart, and life to life, I resuscitate the love in you. From the blood in you to the light in you, I increase intentions of raising the joy in you. Let it move through you and groove through you. Abide in you as the breath in you. May the health in you revive in you as the wealth in you flows through you. May your feet stand firmly grounded for the strength in you to settle at home in you. Hold courage in you and gird the loins in you with truth. Let it reign in you and rule the members in you. Your hands doing a great work for the mind in you. Above all, I erase the fear in you and breathe the air of confidence over you. May it enter you and flow to every cell in you while freeing the tensely bound emotions in you. Feel all things and let go. Exhale from you that which is complete in you. I resuscitate by becoming the air in you. Peace.
Oh, wait, I absolutely love that piece. Yay. Man, I really did. But get your some extra life in you, some extra breath in you. Get your ass outside. Get some grounding going on. I love how she breathed life into us with that piece right there. You know what I'm saying? Imini, you ready, King? Let's get it. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Hey, so what's the second piece you're giving us tonight?
Now.
Ooh, right now? You gonna do it right now?
Right now.
I'm out.
The time is now. Now is our time. Because the time that we have invested in self has come for harvest. Not time for mess. It's time for more. Time for us to hit the skies and soar, opening up heaven's door. No longer are we residing on the bottom floor. We came to get it all, and then some more. No longer will we be left behind, because we looked inside where we would find the answer to all that is divine. All that we do in kind for others is meant for us to begin. In this time, in this season, it is guaranteed that we win. Do not worry about those who judge. They carry their own sin. But this is the time for all of us to win. And so it is.
Growing up, I learned a lot of my knowledge on the corner, and tonight ain't no different. Cause boy, you just spit that right there. That's what I call some knowledge right there. Talk about facts. Yeah, it is fact, Shield, because I'm winning. You winning. Everybody who watching the show tonight is winning. So hell, yeah. And these poets right here, they the prize, y'all. They the prize. Let's keep this thing right on going. Poetry Queen, where you at, boo? Look, you there? Nope. Okay, you already know I'm going to slide right on along to Red Dragon. Yeah.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey. You know what's up, man. What's the second piece you giving us tonight?
It's a minute to relate.
A minute to relate. It take me a minute to relate to most things. Never mind.
Dear nigga, let me start this off with my sincerest apologies. The saying goes, a woman can't raise a real man, but let me explain my perspective of you real G's. Took a while for me to download the burdens of your shoulders. Dehumanize, demasculine, deprogram right before my eyes. Oppress, repress, inhumanely discipline for simply being yourself. And we had parallel paths. Yet we became the blind leading the blind, fueled with self-hatred, self-destructive behavior, and self-sabotage. We blaming each other for our demise. He said, she said, we both wrong. But then for the cause, we rebelled. At one point, supported one another. You treated me as your sister, and I loved you like my brother. We renewed our awareness, and then we began to rise unified, that is. Then, in the blink of an eye, the drug game, it glazed over the pride in our eyes. My deprogramming became the new norm. So I became the hero. And you, my king, well, you became my thorn. Our family sense of community torn. A new destruction was reborn. I, the angry sex goddess, defiant, misguided, militant, broken king. That you were. You were reduced to man bags, and lost is the brotherhood, and clouded is the wisdom of former kings. So distorted truths distract our connected purpose. It was all part of the plan to divide and hurt us. So it wasn't until I healed my own trauma, forgave my mama, grew up, and embraced whom my ancestors encoded me to be, and that enabled me to love you, because it means to love me. Freely walking in alignment of source, watering what is because of what.
Boy, you sure ain't right that. Cause that shit right there was facts, 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 facts. Man, from what I heard, it was definitely facts, and I was loving it. Y'all know I let it sit down. When it good, I was sitting there waiting on it to pop back up like, yeah, I need to hear the rest of that piece. So I might be getting in the chat to get it for myself later. Yeah, I'm stingy. I need the rest of that piece just like that. Y'all already know we're going to break into a commercial break. MBK, I saw y'all. I saw you come in here, man. If y'all missed that show last night, never mind. I got church announcements. I ain't even going to get into it right now. What I am going to get into is commercial break while we let the poetry queen turn that camera on. Yeah, we got everything for the fellas, man. The ladies got a lot of stuff. We focused on the kings with a little shine for the queens. You know how it go, man. Poetry queen, I see you. You ready? Yeah, ready. Oh, ready. How you ending us out tonight, though? You mutated? What my flyer? See, they done moved all the stuff. You just gave yourself your own rewind, because we want to hear what you got to say, too. But you got to unmute it so we can hear what you heard, what you said when you said it. That part right there, Shem. Yeah. So what's the second piece that you're getting into for us tonight?
The second piece I'm going to do, I didn't even put a title to it. So I'm just let it speak for itself.
Oh, that part. Get up out of here. I ain't no title on me either. I just be speaking for my. Never.
Bacardi and I have been really good friends. She's been my lover all this time, and I know the timing never ends. She hits all the right spots and tells me where all my nightmares never even begin. She puts me in the sweetest dream all the way to the end. And then sometimes I go out at night with Alizé, and girl, she hits every single thing I needed to get off of whatever I was on. Those nightmares became fantasies of dreams. And even though that sounds ass backwards, that's the back forward I was going. I mean, backwards and forwards is everything I had in my mind because those two had me right on time. To lay to rest everything I couldn't think about, and everything that I thought about had me at every peak of every park I thought I was dreaming of. And then I saw Alizé again, and she told me everything you thought you couldn't do, you could do with me at the end. I stared at that glass, and that glass had me at eye point. And it told me everything I wish these humans on this solid ground I lay on would tell me at night, and that was that they loved me all night and everything right. As I picked up my next bottle, I looked at it and glanced at it and said, "Ooh, girl, you hit what I need you to do." And that's make me move. And that's the sad part. Because I find you in my groove, and every dance I make to you, I feel like this is everything I could do. And that's take a sip of you. It sounds like I'm being nervous, but that's how you make me feel. And I know this should be more than real. I sit in this solid room, and everyone stares at me and tells me, "We're here for you too." It's funny because I don't recognize them as much as they do. I go around the room asking them, "What are you here for?" Not why, but what. Because I know there's got to be something that's laying on you that makes you feel like you can't really do what you're supposed to. They call that a vice. I call it advice. And I found every ad to be nice because it came with a bottle just right. You see, that has been the person I've gone home to. It's made better love to me than any home human could do. I said it right. Any home human could do, because every place I go into just feels like bricks and not even a house, not even a home, because I felt more better being alone. Unless that little thing in a traveling size bottle came inside my pocketbook. And I had pockets and I had books, and I really wasn't reading them because though AA meetings did everything it needed to do, I was more in my head telling me, what am I supposed to do? Follow the rules? But shit, even authority breaks those too. And they go home late at night and eat those donuts. I mean, go around in circles and wonder how come it takes them to sit down to wander around and go and put everybody else on solid ground. I noticed how quiet the room got because they're looking at me, and how does she hit all of the right spots? Knowing that it takes a little drop to get in the cup that she needs to take a sip of, and she's telling everyone in the room that this is how she finds love. I do. And you're surprised at me too. I look at the young lady that looks at me and tells me, "I've been in your shores too." I'm sure you have. But too bad you don't have the same story and the same pages I have. I'm wondering and wondering how that book is going to get sold. I mean, that body will get hold. Hold of what, you might ask? I say how I'm going to make my soul last more than my mind and my body. I mean, the body is the shell, but the soul lays inside and says, "You have got to do this right this time. Put the glass down, put the bottle down, put the cup down." Down to what? To hold on to the solid glass. I mean, the solid ice that holds it nice. It keeps my inside jokes to be the only thing that gets down to the nitty gritty for the folks that don't even know about their own past. So we all go around the room again. And as it comes down to my turn to reintroduce myself, I come down to the end when I haven't even started to have the beginning. I think about it. How many more times do I have to explain myself, people? I told you before, my home has no place to call, and I have only the bottles that are left to be fallen upon. I use those as pillow lifts. Not because I'm small or not because I'm short, but because I need them to lift me up. Then the guy behind my seat tells me, "You have come to the right place where you can vent to me and tell me all the things you need me to hear, and I need you to listen." But I wasn't. I had a closed mind, closed eyes, and my ears were so far covered in deep. It's like going high, high, high into that airplane where they tell you, "We're coming down soon, so please put your ears on load because it may pop a few, and then you won't even feel like this could really be your home." And then I stopped. I put the cup down. I put the bottle. It's not quite there. I wasn't ready to put the bottle down, but I was ready to put the cup down. And some people around me told me, isn't this kind of backwards? Aren't you supposed to put the bottle down and then the cup? Because the cup holds a little more weight than the bottle. The bottle is waiting on you. So I looked at the gentleman who said, we've all introduced ourselves to each other, but you haven't introduced yourself to you. So I had to take another seat. And that's right. I grabbed another seat because I realized it was more than just me. So I took a deep breath. And I looked at the counselor sitting next to me because he said that, she said that, I said, all I need was to believe. Boom.
That was so heartfelt. I felt it beating out my chest. Oh. Man, what a powerful piece to end the night off with. If you missed Intellectual Conversations with my bro, Paul Graham, you missed a show, man. Make sure you tap in. It was me. I was definitely the show that happened on yesterday. So run them numbers up. But every Tuesday, he will be bringing you fire poets and good conversations. So make sure y'all tap in. Intellectual Conversations, YTAEST, every Tuesday. Tomorrow, I think we getting sticky. If I'm wrong, don't blame me. Just stick it to the wall. But tap in on the Clubhouse. That's the cafeteria where we go eat. It's hosted by our very own Mystic, aka Pound Cake, written in plain and definitely that king, Poetic Black. Good adult conversation, and we do some poetry in there as well. So make sure y'all tap in. Tuesday coming up, we have Missing Link, the cafeteria again, where we go eat, and that's hosted by our very own Angel Kim, aka AK, and Miss Lady, and that's at 11 EST. So make sure you tap in, and don't forget what I said. The organ is the biggest cell on your body. It's the biggest, you know what I mean? So make sure we take care of ourselves. Make sure that y'all tap in coastalsunflowers.com to get you some. Let's go. And y'all know the saying. Make sure you wake up with gratitude so it shows in your attitude so you can reach those major altitudes. And guess what? It was a show tonight, but we out. Yeah. Yeah, man, so we made it to the end of another tremendously dope show. Y'all already know Key-notez gonna be thanking y'all tomorrow with her little foo-foo praise dance. Y'all know that's what she praised everybody for tapping on in. You know I go to church too. Like, hey, man, we made it through another show, man, and I'd like to thank my damn self for being the host with the most, the mother sucker that I am. Yeah, you heard it, I was a bad mother sucker, and I'm out. Let's go.